It'll be okay. So in 3dsmax, we discussed about some of the basic primitives, standard primitives. We have draw this all the thing, and we know about autogrid also. Now, in except standard grids, so how we have created, first of all, you need to click on this create button. Then you need to click on geometry. In geometry, we choose standard primitives. Then we get this all. The same, these two options, if you click over here, there is extended primitives. Extended primitives. Here you have Hydra as a shape. Okay, like Taurus node is a shape. So this way, there are many other shapes. So before I'm coming to this, one more point. If you take any property, like in a standard primitives have taken a box. These objects have its own property. How to see its own property? When you draw, it will be visible. Like when I draw something, you can see it is visible here, some property. But if you click this one outside, you press W, move to click outside, then it won't be visible here. If you want to get this property back again, second option, this is called modify. Modify. You want to modify something on the shape. So click on modify. Now you'll get this property. So this modify, I want to modify this length. I want to modify this width, height. This can be adjusted from here. Segments, when I increase the segments, if you want to visible, last class I told you, if you want to see the wireframe, F3 is the keyboard. F4, if you press it, object with wireframe will come. Object and wireframe. So I press F4. Then when I increase and decrease this, sorry, when I increase this all divisions, a lot of divisions has increased. A lot of use is there to increase and decrease the division. Now you will have a doubt, what is the purpose of it? We're going to customize this whole separate portion. We can select this polygon, then extrude it. We can select this faces and delete it. Many things can do. Similar for everything, we have property. Now I go to this cone shapes over here. This cone shape, you can see the radius 1, radius 2, the top portion, the height of it, height, segments, height segments is 5 default. You can reduce, increase and decreases. Cap segment means down. This is the cap segment. And sides, how many sides you need. Okay. And here they given some options. Let me increase the slice. Some option is the slice on. So you can slice it this one. That means you can cut it. Slice on. So many of them, many property have this option. I took a sphere. Sphere have same property here. Radius is the, segments are the, you can check smooth. I can switch off, then it will become like object, like separate. It's going to sharpen the borders. Hemisphere, if I do it, you can see that I'm going to do cut half from here. Let me do smooth even. Okay. Smash it. When I'm doing it, the shape may not be the sphere shape. I need to scratch. Chop, just it will chop on the divisions. It will be, if you scale and all, you can see a bit more. Slicing from which side if you want, X or Y, this area or this area. That's all. So this is just we created now sphere. So sphere is, this sphere also have a property. Similar, if you take any one from here, it have its own property. Something different, if you want to see, you have to click on T-port. T-port is that you see the divisions are less. I can increase the segments on it. Segments. If you don't want to see this divisions, you have to press F4 on the keyboard. F4. Then the modify, you can see there is body, you can disappear, handle, spout, lid, or you can remove it. This one I was saying now, when I go to extended primitives, I'm going to take a lot of things, right? For example, this is a little bit complicated model, Taurus node, right? Then I'm increasing and decreasing the width. This Taurus have its own property here. One is the circle way, one is the node. The node, the radius, segments is the divisions. P and Q, two-way you can do this. P and Q, two-way this not created actually. Okay. Then radius of this. Eccentricity means you see that shape will be changing like this. And twist. You can twist the shape like that. Let me increase this one. Wait. Yeah, no, sorry. Lumps, if you want to see, you need to increase the height of the lump. Then you see the lumps, how much you need. I've seen this flexible hose. You know, flexible hose income, something like that. You should have more division, of course. Let me check again, modify. Segments are there. You need to increase the segment more. Then only perfection will come. If you press F4, you understand. This is the segments, sides. If you don't have much divisions over there, you won't be able to see. Then some offset this, but you can just animate it. You can animate like this if you want. Now this only can animate it. Any of the property, if you want, you can animate it. For example, you want to get like this. Okay? Just quickly, we'll show you only the animation portion, just to, because later we may not come here and do this animation. That's only the reason I'm showing. Otherwise, we'll show you later. This is the timeline, right? If you want to get an animation, you switch on this auto key. Auto key. Then you just switch on one time. Then just move it offset. What is the offset here? One time, if you move it, it got a keyframe over there, and the end of the 100 is there. I just do some movement. That's all. Then you switch off it. That's animation. If you play, you can see it is animating like that. One more time. Okay. Just to show any animations, I'm telling you any of the property. If you want, this whole will have its own animations. Okay. Okay. This is an offset which is showing offset. Just, it will move like this. That's all. Numbers, if you want to change this, all that you have to do separate. Number of lamps. Okay, go to first frame. Auto key on. Auto key means automatically key come. Otherwise, you have an option also set key. Set key means you press one time, then the keyframe come. Press it and go to the last one. Okay, this offset, increase it. Then you need to press the set key. Then only keyframe come. Two way it is there. The first one also. Offset is down and put a keyframe over there. Let me play. We will switch on this lamp height. Sorry, lamp offset now. It is, sometimes this property will work. Actually, we always use auto key only, but in the set key, when you do keyframe animations, sometimes we'll have this problem. If you face this problem for only this, for movement and all, if you want to do it, the set key will be working fine. But here, if you're facing problem over here, you can switch on auto key. Just switch on auto key and do a movement over here. Go to the last frame, do again a movement. That's all. Then will work. I'll just show you again. It's confusing that. We have a node, Taurus node. How I got Taurus node? It is in extended primitives. The segments, sides, we increase it. And if you come down, you can see here lamps. Lamps you need to increase and lamps height also. So if you only the lamps, if you do it, you may not be able to see the difference. If you don't see property, click on modify and see the lamps and lamp height. Okay. Now for the offset, I need to do an animation. So switch on auto key, just give a keyframe for it. You can just click on it, height, then it will, sorry, offset. Then it will consider the animation start for this. Go to the last frame, do some changes, that's all. Then you switch off it. Okay. Just when I was telling, I told about keyframe animations. For example, I have a shape. If you want to move this one and all, we will be keeping here, you can switch on the set key. put a keyframe and go here, just do a movement, and then put a keyframe again, and go here. We press F6 in Adobe Animate, something like that. Here. If you play, it will be okay. So I'll give you a detailed class about animation. So just I told you because I want to show you this offset animation. Offset animations means we may not come over here maybe again. That's the reason I show you. So in any property, if you take, you have its own, like chamfer box is there. If you click here, move up, you see the border can make it softer like this. This is chamfer box. It's also having its own property, length, width, height, and all. Fillet other divisions you can increase it. Press F4. Divisions you can increase and decrease it. Then what I have, chamfer cycle. Oil tank is a shape. So L extension, C extension, etc. Ring wave is the bit of it. Yeah, this is having few things to do animation. I'm not confusing you. You check first the basic things, then I'll discuss about more animations. You may get confused when I'm discussing about animation. So when you come to this property, you can see many properties are here. This all you can animate it. Divisions are the, sides are the, even see, this is an animation purpose. Just you can animate like this. So we'll come to that animation more detail. So you can see what are the property here. You try to change it. You can see you are getting or not. This is outer edge. That means it should have, what is that percentage? Cycle numbers increase. Numbers increase. See, first detail, second detail, third detail, like that is coming. This is third detail on the board. You see here it is changing. Inside it is changing. Two sections are there inside. Okay, this all again same way you can animate also. Numbers can be decreased and increase it. These all are some shapes. Okay. Ring width, ring height, increase it. If you're changing this one is not happening, increase the division, go for the next one, okay? Second one, then you understand, because if you have a divisions over here, if there is a value on the second, then only the first one you may understand. Like then you go for the next one, then you understand, then you go for the next ones. All value increase it, then you understand how it is working. These are some primitives, simple primitives, just to, you can check prism, horse shape. Anyone, if you selected, if you go to property, it's having its own properties for it. It's having start, end, cycles, inside diameter, outside diameter. Okay. To create some objects and all, it is similar kind of objects you can easily to create without extrude. We understood the basic primitives, which I explained to you in extended primitives. Something new I told you today how to do that animation. Wait. So you need to check this all. And here, one thing I forgot to say, if you go to Hedra have different style, you know, each property you need to check. You can see Tetra is in Hedra. We have an option called Tetra, Dodec icons, star 1, star 2. These all are some shapes. If you come to here, P, you can see one side and Q is other side. So 2 divisions, you can increase it. Axis scaling. R is scaling the another area inside. Okay, there are a few things. Vertex is based on sender, but we didn't know how to modify now for time being. And you see Dodec icons. If I do it, I have again this we're going to do later for football and all. Okay, we're gonna make Q. This all you can check. Okay, this is one thing I forgot. Reminding all if you go inside one by one, you can see its own properties inside. This you need to edit and check, because this is the basic primitives which gives 3dsmax with some of the properties. So you can customize it without and with its own property itself. We can customize it. Usually we customize with we convert to editable poly, then we go into edit this vertexes, edges and all. This one with the property has given, 3dsmax has given some property, that one we are editing. Okay, that way we are changing. There are many things you can create with this one. These primitives are base of many objects. Football, for example, I show you. Basketball you can create, tennis ball you can create it. Okay, so these all the primitives will be taking something from here. Okay, for a table you're going to take a box from here. This is a base of a table. For legs we use maybe cylinder. Cylinder is the base of it, something like that. Okay, primitives means is the base. Like in 2D we have circle, rectangles and all. Similar like that we have some 3D primitives over here. Okay.